On the show today, Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry. Did his Halloween costume reference her Super Bowl appearance?
Both jeans.
Plus, if somebody stole all your samples at Costco, how upset would you be out of 10?
Hey, I'm sending you my location.
Okay, I will.
I need you to know. This weekend, I thought to myself, if I die, nobody will know where I am. I know that's dark, but
Why are we thinking about that?
Because I don't have a wife, and you are my husband, and I'd like you to worry about me a bit more.
Okay, but I don't worry about you because you got it under control. Why would I worry about you?
Because you care.
That's not what this. No. What is this? Where is this coming from?
Because I put you down as my emergency contact, and you didn't seem excited about it a couple weeks ago.
I'm fine with it. Like it doesn't move me one way or the other. If I need to be your emergency contact, I'm happy to be it.
Would you come to help me?
Of course I would.
Quickly,
yes.
Like, oh, I gotta record the pod.
You're a member of the family. Like, of course you would. But I wouldn't. I'm not like so. Like I'm not sure that I needed to do it. Did I need to throw should I have been more emotive about that?
I just think that you should say, "Awesome girl, I got your back." When I tell you that you
awesome girl, I got your back.
No, in a genuine way.
I do. I just figured through my actions, you might. I hope you don't have to see it through my actions. Actually, it's a good point.
I'm sharing my location.
I'm arguing with myself.
It says for 1 hour until end of day, indefinitely. You're getting my location indefinitely.
Okay, so why do I need to have your location?
Because I need you to find me if something bad happens.
Just so for anybody that listens to the show and doesn't know, we live in the most populous zone in the entire country. There's 14 million people in our area.
Okay, I'm turning it on.
And I'm just curious, do you think that you would be unfound? Where are you going to be? Well, you think there's a highway that people don't know about that you're going to be on by yourself? Or?
I just would feel safer if you knew where I was. And that maybe you would come fight for me or something. I don't know. I just my location's on with you.
This is good.
So if you're looking for me and I'm in trouble or in danger or I'm hurt.
I can't wait to get the knock at the door. The cops are like, we hear you have her location. We've been looking for her. She owes money on taxes.
No, that's not why.
You know what? As her emergency contact, here you go. I'm sure she's happy to pay you.
I should find somebody else though, because somebody's going to call you and be like, well, Jax is missing. And you're going to be like, oh, sorry, missed your call. I was in D&D for 4 days. He doesn't need.
No, I have you on the do not disturb pass thing. You put somebody as a favorite on the phone. You don't do this?
I do this, but I also don't care because I'll just ring right through.
Well, yeah,
it says deliver quietly. I'll deliver loudly, and I will call 6 times. I'll cut through that sleep. I will cut through it.
So I'm wondering if this is.
Can I have your location?
No.
Okay.
Nobody can have my location.
He will never give me his location.
My wife doesn't have my location. She doesn't have my passwords. I don't have hers.
What are you doing? That's
what am
so
I doing?
secret.
Nothing, actually.
You doing
Which
drugs?
is why you could call me and just ask.
Are you having an affair?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you doing hard drugs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Man.
All right. Won't give his location because he
so
is
many hard drugs and affairs. Look at me.
Into crime.
Look at
you
me.
are into crime.
I'm selling it.
Yeah.
I'm not just doing it. I'm selling it.
Selling morphine.
Yeah. No, man. No, I'm not doing any of that either. I'm going to work and coming home. Right. And the thing about me is I'm pretty easy to track because my work is within about 15, 20 minutes of home. So if I were to go off or whatever, Natalie would know.
Yeah.
She'd be like, where were you?
And if you're where could he be in between? You just account for 15 minutes late and you'll be able to find you.
There you go.
Yeah. Anywhere in the middle, now, 15 minutes delayed.
I'm wondering if this has something to do with the fact that Jax, and for anybody that doesn't know, again, we're from Toronto. We were just in the World Series and Jax was at Game 7. And Jax doesn't, is this your second baseball game all time?
I've been to a couple of baseball games. Thank you, sir.
Well, that's what I mean. Is this your second? You said a couple? Because I went to your first one with you, or I went to one with you when we were at Virgin Radio. And that was a nothing sort of April start of the season.
We were
having
night.
some drinks.
Yeah.
Back in Jax's drinking days. Then we fast forward to you go to Game 7 of the World Series.
I did.
And what a unbelievable, nervy, crazy World Series. Did you stay to the end?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, good. That's the thing with certain people that are new at sports. They're like, oh yeah, I just got tired and left. It's like, no, you can't leave. You got to stay, especially baseball.
I didn't. Now, if it went to 18 innings, no, I probably would have stayed.
No, you got to stay. You have to stay.
The tension was palpable. The community was wild.
Was it loud and fun?
It was like Stef was saying, because you went to game 2, 3, 1.
Game 1.
And I should have brought my loops, my earplugs, because it was wild. However, whenever the Dodgers scored and when they won, it was the most bizarre experience because watching them win, was like watching a celebration on mute. There wasn't a sound.
So eerily
It
silent.
was spooky. It was like, it just gave me chills. Like there was no reaction. It was hard. It was hard to watch. And there was so much hope in the ninth.
And they were so close.
They were so close. They were so
Two
close.
outs, man. 2 outs.
So close. And they really gave it. I know that I razz you all the time about sports. I know. But I had a great time. I felt a sense of camaraderie and community and hope and people. I love new friends. Right?
Okay, yeah,
I love
I know
new
you
friends.
made some. I'm sure
I
you
made
did.
some new friends, and there was like everyone was high fiving. There was a lot of joy. There was a lot of joy in there. My sweet friends invited me, and I was very, very grateful to be there because I had no business there.
I think it's kind of crazy that you got to go. Very cool.
I have no business there. Did I curse them? Is what I wonder. Maybe I shouldn't have been there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So now I never had access to tickets, but you got to go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And
Adam.
no, I'm seriously. I didn't have any access to tickets. I didn't pursue them aggressively either because we had my daughter. But Stef, you had tickets to Game 7. And you didn't go.
My desk is breaking. Sorry.
Yeah, Steph's her desk is gonna rock because Jax's desk is falling out of the wall.
Listen, I'm not that handy. Okay.
Yeah. So Stef, how come you didn't go to Game 7?
I know. It was a big decision. I was really nervous leading up. I was really hoping they would just win it in Game 6.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have to worry about anything. But then when they lost and Game 7 was coming around the corner, I was just like, oh, I could go. I went to Game 1. I had a great Game 1. And I have a friend who's like a diehard Blue Jays fan who like all week was like,
oh yeah,
what are you doing with your tickets? Like, do you have your tickets? And then, I don't know, I was just thinking about it. And just the whole day I was like, oh, I don't know. It doesn't feel right if I'm there and he's at home just watching on TV. I'm just like, I'm a fan. Obviously, I'm a Blue Jays fan, but he's like a diehard fan.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm like, if they win, then we all win. I get to go party in the street anyways.
Yeah.
And if
these, by the way, these World Series tickets were, if you had resold them, they would have been worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
which is also another thing. I was like, I can actually sell these.
yeah. Like, I can make some big cash.
What did you end up? Because your friend was definitely laying on the guilt a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah,
okay.
a little bit.
Now you're Catholic, so you're used to that.
Yeah,
I love a little shame and guilt.
I felt it.
But what? Okay, so how do you handle that? Because that scenario for me is a nightmare. That for me is going to be like, no, I have these tickets and I want to go, or I want to sell and make a nice tidy profit off of it. But you got a friend that loves them and you love the friend.
I know. I couldn't, like, my conscience was just like, if I go to this game and I'm standing there, I'm like, it just doesn't feel right for me. I don't know. There was something about it. I was just like, I can't go.
My people pleasing would be bumping.
Yeah, me too.
Man. I would turtle out.
I was like,
So did you sell them?
So I offered it to him. Yeah. And he was like the happiest ever.
He bought them from you though. Like you weren't just like,
them.
Here you are, sir.
No, yeah.
She didn't float it over with angel wings. And
as a fan, you must have these.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, like I'm a huge fan of many things. And if somebody did that for me, I'd be like so grateful.
Karma is real.
Right.
So Karma is real.
I was just like, I don't feel right being there when I know like a diehard can have the opportunity to go.
Yeah.
Who's been waiting for this so much longer than I have.
Yeah. Well, to quote Steph's favorite artist, Karma is Steph's boyfriend.
That's right.
And I think so I'm curious about what it was like knowing you could have been there.
Yeah.
Watching from home. Because this is like, that's the thing. Like there's nothing that's gonna, and Jax, you can back this up. Nothing's gonna replicate what a live sporting event or a live concert's going to be.
It was wild.
Yeah.
It was wild.
We watched it. We went to a bar nearby and we
okay. So you get a little energy, right?
Yeah, that's why we were like, we got to go somewhere and like at least be around everybody and like the energy and everything. But like midway through the game, we looked at each other and we're like, we probably should have just went.
No.
But in hindsight, it was fine.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hope for most of the game. Yeah, I can get why you're like,
Yes.
But then our thinking was like, if they win, then we're gonna go party in the streets with everybody, and like then it's a win-win. Everyone won and whatever. But
right.
Anyways, maybe next year.
I have to be honest with you. If you're listening to this and you're from LA, like congratulations.
Yeah.
But it feels like somebody punched me a couple days ago and I still feel it. Like it sucks. I'm really sad about it.
I think, listen, as a sports fan of a week, I think that we have a lot to be proud of.
We do, but the thing about sports, Jax, is there are very few moral victories.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
But you still didn't win.
Yeah.
And that's the sports it's a win or loss thing. Like did you win or did you not? And those guys, I felt like
cheated.
No, they didn't cheat. They didn't cheat. They spent a lot of money. I get that, but the Jays were 4th in payroll in the league too.
Yeah.
Like our starting lineup was not all the players we spent a ton of money on, but I would say that like we had a bunch of character guys,
yes,
who like deserve to be immortalized.
Good
and I'm
guys,
sad.
yeah.
And I hope they stick around because I want the Jays to do it again next year. You know what I mean?
I think and people don't want to hear that. Oh, maybe next year. I think it's going to be next year.
I think so too. I was saying the same thing. They're all young.
They're all young.
If you look at their ages, which we all did while they were playing this whole series, they're all like 26.
Yeah.
So
they're just entering their prime.
Yeah. I feel like next year is a good one.
They could be a force.
I've got to say, Adam, and I don't think you're going to like this, and I ran it by Stephanie before the show. But
go ahead.
I think I don't have a problem with sports. I think it's just I find hockey boring because my God, the Jays baseball's fun.
So baseball
what
is
a
fun.
Cast.
The funny
what
thing is
cast.
baseball is always the sport that gets labeled as boring.
Oh my God, it is like there's mustaches, there's stories, there's backgrounds, there's there's families, there's dynasties, there's laughter, there's play, and in hockey it's just like you can't see their faces and they all seem mad. Like,
so
you know
baseball,
what I mean?
they always say about baseball that it's romantic.
Yeah.
And that it's so dramatic and such a grind.
Oh my God.
And so when you're watching in like April or May, it seems a little bit light and fun or whatever. But about mid-August, it starts to get a little more serious if your team's in it.
It gets hot.
And it gets super serious in September while you're racing for the playoffs. And then in October, as you saw, it's like the most intense thing you've ever experienced. It's such a wild swing as a fan.
I really like there's that photo or that like meme going around though, like how much October brought Toronto together and like Canada together and all the how nice that was.
It was very cool. Very, very cool.
Sports fan now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
Well, listen.
Sorry you couldn't come to the game.
You loved that. You loved every bit of that.
I love that. And you know what? I have nothing. I didn't have anything to do with that. And I definitely took somebody's place that probably should have been there. But my friends were.
You went.
My friends were very kind to bring me.
That's how you fall in love with sports is you go to an event like that and you're like, oh, wow, I get it now.
Fallen in love.
Right?
Oh, us.
Yeah. And also Jax, to be fair to Jax, who doesn't love hockey that much, she did spend a lot of weekends in arenas following her brother around. Right? Your brother was at hockey all the time.
He was a Dartmouth Whaler, and we always had to go to Shearwater, or we always had to go out to Sackville. He was always playing.
Right.
Until he broke his back.
Yeah. Which is crazy because he did.
And now we can't work on the rigs. Wow. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about Halloween here.
Oh, God.
Did you do anything for Halloween?
I was in Brantford for most of the night, but when I came back in really late at like 2 a.m. and I saw a lot of like scantily clad goblins like walking around, men and women. So it looks like Toronto had a great Halloween Friday night.
It did, yes, absolutely.
No,
I
didn't
there
do
was
anything.
some scantily clad, I'm sure, but I was out trick or treating with kids, so my scantily clad days are over.
You don't have to be fully clothed to trick or treat.
Well, you did on
guess as an
Friday.
adult,
Man, it was cold. Steph, what did you do?
Nothing. We went to go watch the Blue Jays.
Oh yeah, you were watching the Jays.
But we left maybe like at 7 to go to our friend's house, and at 6 o'clock, all of a sudden we got like a doorbell ring, and we're like, "Who the heck is at our door?" And then we're like, "Oh my God, it's Halloween!"
You were just not focused
We
at all.
forgot.
It was so funny. Every parent I talked to was like, "Hey, yeah, like go Blue Jays! Like we're gonna race home. We're gonna get this wrapped up." And it's funny because when they're that age, right? Like when they're kids, like my daughter's 6, right? I know I've got a window here. I knew from like about 3 or 4 to about 10 or 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at that age, they can kind of go out on their own if they're going to go, right? And they don't want you with them,
no,
right?
Like, get out of here, Dad.
Yeah, at 11 or
buds.
12, it's like, yeah, you can send them out for 90 minutes with their friends, and then they can come back and have some candy and watch TV at your house or whatever, right? That's what you want to do at that age. So we're taking this, and also like I'm ex-wife and I split.
Yeah, you guys co-parents. Yeah.
So I get Everly every other Halloween. So it really doubles the importance. And so I was out. It was mind blowing to me. There wasn't a single parent dressed up in anything other than Blue Jays gear. Nothing. Like just it was crazy. Yeah. People were so excited the World Series could happen tonight. It didn't. But I thought that was kind of special. I thought it was kind of cool. It's cool when your city sees that sort of thing. And we all get to kind of come together, and you can be. It's almost like people that drive Jeeps. You know, they all kind of wave at each other.
They do
the
Jeep wave.
The Jeep wave. Like
yeah.
we're a community. It felt Toronto's a huge city.
Yeah.
So it felt like a lot more community than it normally does.
Do they do, because Everly's 6, do they do trunk or treat?
What's that?
Oh my God. Okay. So they do it in Nova Scotia. I didn't know what it was, but my brother's kids do it. Trunk or treat is where everybody goes to the school, like all the parents go to the school, and then in the parking lot, and they do it in the States and a lot of cities too. They just they decorate their trunks and then put a bunch of candy in there, and you can just like go to each car and then you don't have to go door to door. It's just like more like not controlled, but it's just like more of it's a quicker way to do Halloween.
I like
I think.
that.
So you just go and you decorate your car, and then all the parents are there, and everyone can kind of like, chat and get together, and then the kids just go in like a big circle and
Have like
get
a
candy.
coffee or something like that.
Yeah, get candy, and it's like they do it in a lot. Definitely do it in Florida and Alabama, from what I know, but they do it in Nova Scotia too.
That's a really smart idea. I really like that,
And then you
especially
don't
if you
have to
live in
wait
like
all night.
a condo or something like that.
Yeah, or if you live more rurally, right?
No, it's a great idea. Yeah, where the houses are spread out miles after miles.
Waiting 6 hours
Now,
for 2 kids to come by.
I wanted to talk about our former prime minister, because our former prime minister, Justin Trudeau.
Call him by his name.
Justin Trudeau.
Boat jeans.
Boat jeans. That's right. Sorry.
Boat
Excuse me. Boat
jeans.
jeans. He went out for Halloween, and I forgot that. First off, I love this. Okay. So there is a nod to Katy Perry in his Halloween costume. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Okay. But Katy Perry was really famous. I think it was a Super Bowl performance, but Left Shark, which was a blue and white shark that everybody was like, it just became a meme. And this is when the internet used to be really fun. I don't know if you guys know this. The internet used to be fun. It used to be a hilarious place.
Now it's hell.
Now it's a hellhole. Now it's like immigrants are coming to eat your food right off your table. Like, it's just so insane.
It's so angry.
And none of it's true, but you just kind of, but back then it was sort of this light, fluffy thing that,
people were doing the Harlem Shake and laughing.
Exactly.
Like they're just doing their thing.
So Justin Trudeau and his son, Hadrian. Now, Hadrian,
you don't like that name.
No.
Here's what I find funny about that. I can tell.
I just find Hadrian was considered the 5 good Roman emperors. And I just think it's funny that they named their kid Hadrian. Like, Hadrian is like a really well-known Roman emperor.
Don't do your history thing.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, he's the leader of a country, and he named his kid Hadrian. And the kid's roughly 10 years old. So that kid was probably born just before or during when he was in office.
You don't like the cut of Hadrian's gym?
No, I don't like it with Hadrian. I just think it's like, man, that's a name.
That's a hard name.
Anyway, here is what Justin Trudeau went in. It's a slideshow, 3 pictures. So he made
this. Hadrian's like, Dad, I don't want to go out with you tonight.
He took the Left Shark costume, and then he made a surfboard with Hadrian.
You know what is good? He's keeping busy. Look at him.
That's nice, right?
He's got a hobby.
Yeah, he's got a hobby.
He looks ripped, though.
He does. He always looks ripped.
He's got a good bod.
Now, that wasn't... So I thought, okay, there's a subtle nod to Katy Perry with the shark thing. Okay? I like that. Because it is literally the same shark. Second thing that happened this weekend. Did you guys see this?
With boat jeans?
No. Well, with boat jeans, yeah.
No.
That everybody dressed up as them?
No. Did people dress up as them?
Yeah, I saw
really? It was
so
like the number one
many
costume?
people.
That's a good one then.
Yeah.
No, it was that Diplo.
Oh, Diplo on the podcast.
Went on a podcast and said he's dated both of them.
Yeah, but that was because I saw the headlines come out and I was like, oh, that tracks. That would not surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, and like have at her. But I watched the actual clip and he's obviously joking. Yeah, he's obviously joking.
Now I could see now because Diplo's by. He's talked about that, and I wondered if he actually had dated Katy Perry. Like, is that half true? Because he dated a lot of people.
He did. Diplo's also not a great dude.
Is he not?
Like we don't want to give him too much airtime, especially. But he has dated a lot of people. I'll put it that way.
I wonder. Listen, I wonder
and people
if
can do
there's a
their own
little truth in
research
that.
on Diplo if they want. He puts out fantastic music, but he has some pretty skewed opinions around dating ages, I think. I'll put it that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
There's some inappropriate allegations from
Interesting.
Numerous people, yeah. But when I saw that, it didn't surprise me because like he is.
That's why I wasn't sure if it was a joke, but you.
But no, the way that he says it, he's like, oh yeah, I dated her or dated him too. He's joking, but when I first saw it, I was like, that tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to think of a world where everyone's just like buying and hanging, you know?
Well, not
maybe
everyone is by now. The right wing grifters are going to find this. Are going to be like, see, they want to turn everybody gay.
Oh, come find me. I am trying to turn everyone gay. But boat jeans, you know, I want to believe in a simpler world where boat jeans is just doing his thing.
Boat jeans is what I call them. Because he looks a little like Jesus, right?
Plaid Daddy's got jokes today. Okay.
All right. Now, I wanted to touch on those points just to kind of follow up, because I feel like this is the third week in a row we've talked about these guys, and maybe you're listening to this getting tired of it, but I do find it in such a dark time to be such a quirky, funny little celebrity happening that I feel like I'm like, man, I don't know. They're not hurting anybody. They're kind of ridiculous. And I kind of like that. Like I need that. I need their relationship escapism.
I also feel like this really, and Stephanie may not like this, but they're such a simple, I don't know, fluffy couple that Taylor Swift getting engaged like was the great news that we needed, but it didn't really stay around for too long because boat jeans kind of,
Boat jeans.
I just feel like that was the funnier news and people focused on that more.
I think they did.
Yeah, I think they did.
Did Katy Perry finally steal a headline from Taylor Swift?
I don't think you needed to bring Taylor into it.
Steph's gonna walk over there and
so sorry,
she's gonna take you out. Now,
I'm so sorry.
I have this thing, and we debated whether or not Jax should read this or me, but Jax hasn't read it, and the reason I picked it out is because of Jax.
Why? What is this?
This is from Reddit.
Oh, am I the asshole? Yes.
And
okay.
It has to do with Costco.
Okay.
Which Jax,
I love Costco.
I know. That's why I picked it. Do you see why I picked this?
Costco, if you're listening, I love you.
It also involves bad children, which Jax does not abide, which I respect.
As a woman who has no kids, I love to judge other kids.
It doesn't matter that you don't have kids. Yeah. A poorly behaved kid is a poorly behaved kid.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, if you were the adult in this story, would you do what this adult has done?
Okay.
So let me read it.
Okay.
And then I want to get your opinions. And Jax, we're going to start with you on the opinions here, okay?
Right.
And you can react as I'm telling the story.
Okay.
So, am I the a-hole? I was shopping at Costco with my 2-year-old son in the shopping cart. There was a sample lady almost done cutting up an apple, so I waited for her to finish as there were a few other people. As soon as she placed the apples on the table, 2 young boys, maybe 7 or 8, swoop in and take all of the apples. All the samples, yeah. I was appalled. Everyone else was in disbelief too. A lady even said out loud, "Did they just take all the samples?" I saw them take their samples back to their mom's shopping cart. So I walked to them and said that was awfully rude and not to leave. It was awfully rude not to leave any samples for anyone else to try. Their mom heard and told me to fuck off because they're free and the lady will just cut more. I feel a little bad because they are just kids, and that behavior was clearly taught by their feral mother. But I believe they also needed to be told it was incredibly rude. The sample lady cut some more and gave me the first one so I could give it to my son. So all was well in the end. And I understand they're just apples, but some of you parents are nuts. What do we think of this scenario? I was like, this is everything. It's free samples at Costco. It's poorly behaved kids. I'm like, this is made for Jax.
Yeah.
What would you do? So you're in line right now at the Costco. Which one do you go to?
Leaside.
Leaside Costco here in Toronto. Okay.
Leaside in Toronto. First of all, if this mother's saying fuck off in Costco, she's not a good vibe. Like she is like, like who's
Costco is adult Disneyland. There's no way you're saying F off to anybody.
I think fuck off in Costco, but I never say it, right? Okay. I worked at Sobeys for years, and Sylvie, I loved her, Sylvia. She was the sample lady. There's a point to the story.
Sobeys had a sample lady.
Sobeys had a sample lady. And the BS that woman put up with all the time, like people coming over, grabbing, like getting rude and aggressive, like sample ladies and sample men have it hard. It's not an easy job because people are lawless. And so A, let them get the samples done. B, be nice to, like, I would have said something to the mother. I would have said something to the children.
Okay.
I would have said something because that is like,
what would you
got spanked a bit as a kid, and I think it shows. I do. I'm not telling people to spank their children.
But you're
not saying
try
that.
to keep them in line.
But I'm just like, some of these kids have no boundaries, and it's like, well, that's the generation. No, it's not, because I see kids all the time with boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So, there are boundaries out there. They're accessible. Give your kids some. Have some repercussions. Have some like limitations. And I completely understand. I don't have children and I don't know the ins and outs and how tired and fatigued parents are. But if your children are not being respectful, you can teach them respect. So if kids are running amok in Costco, eating apples before the apples are even ready, and then your mother is telling people to fuck off, like the problem begins at home. Like it does. It
so
does.
do you think that you would have said to those kids, hey, that was pretty rude?
Oh, I would have said something way more passive and saucy.
Okay. So you get like passive aggressive with them?
I would go over and I'd be like, hope those apples were good. I would have loved to have one.
Ooh.
Direct eye contact. Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah. Oh no, she's done this.
Sometimes,
Steph, she's done this. She's
But
totally done this.
Sometimes if kids are like acting up, and I have nephews, like most of my
You
friends
boy
have
nephews
kids
too, and they're feral.
and they are wild. And
like every boy is feral.
Most of my best friend Casey has 2 boys. Like I remember when they were young. Yeah, a lot of my friends have kids, but if I see kids sometimes acting up in stores and stuff, and especially if like their parents, I can tell are just like on their last straw and like they're just trying.
They're exhausted.
Sometimes I make faces at them, at the children.
No. What do you
I go
do?
like this. Or like this.
Whoa.
Yeah, if they're like, nah, like losing it for no reason, I'm like, yeah. I kind of scare them. I don't know. I don't know.
They'll never forget this
Good.
like shaved haired woman.
Good.
Who made a face at them
And they shut right up. They shut right up.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Do they actually?
Yeah. I've done it in
Really?
Dollarama. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
At
then-
Dollarama.
Which is really like, nah. Yeah.
That's insane.
I feel like if my mother would do that.
You know
yeah.
what, too? Okay, this is actually probably a good time. So listen.
Is
I
that
need you to
wrong?
understand,
Okay, yeah.
Jax is a unique, amazing individual. And we have so much fun, but there are moments where I'm like, I don't know where that came from.
Mhm.
And you must tell the story about the story you told your nephew and he couldn't sleep all night.
Oh, what was the name? Oh, Salamander. Yeah.
So Jax terrified her nephew once. Can you please tell the story?
The tale of Salamander. Yes, I forgot about him. And
So what was going on?
so, I, as an aunt who has lived away for my nephew's entire life, I come and go, and the poor thing, like, I should be around more.
But they've come and they've spent time with you
They
here.
have, and
They've
I
come
lo-
like
yeah.
without their parents, which I think is really special.
Really, really nice. And I've gone home a lot, multiple times a year. So we do have a relationship. I have 2 nephews, Braxton and Tucker, and they're honeys. I love them so much. Braxton's older. And when he was younger, he's so cute. When he was younger, he would give my brother and sister-in-law a hard time. Because like he's a boy and he's a kid and he's a really good kid, but like
they've got a lot of
he's
energy.
rowdy. They
Yeah.
got a lot of energy. And maybe I weaved a fable about a creature named Salamander who lived in the closet.
Who lived in the closet of the bedroom they were about to sleep in.
When children acted up, Salamander would come out with his salamander fingers. I don't know why Salamander had
So salamander, but you
like a French
accented it a little bit.
salamander. And Salamander's body type is a salamander human. So
He's a salamander human.
Yeah, it is.
And he stands on his hind legs.
yeah, 6'5", I would say, maybe even taller. Salamander,
What color are the eyes?
black.
Ooh,
Deep black.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, like haunting.
So he comes out of the closet
And
waves his finger.
Salamander doesn't really say much. He comes out and he looks at you, and and Salamander gives you this, and he'll stay there until you've learned your lesson. And then he'll go back in the closet and hope for better behavior. Yeah.
So
He'll hope that you've done better.
How old is your nephew when you're telling him about
4.
salamander? 4 years old. 4 years old.
Maybe 5.
Oh my God, Jax. I could believe that started.
It was like it was a joke, and it was like, haha. And Brax was like, there's no salamander that lives in my closet.
Yeah.
But then my brother and sister-in-law, like a few months later, they're like, hey, like Jack, like, can you like the salamander thing is actually, he's like talking about it a lot. And he is fearful that there is a salamander in his closet, or salamander, whatever. Yeah. So I had to tell Braxton that salamander is not real.
Oh man, that wrecks the surprise.
I will tell him soon maybe salamander is real again. You know, you never know. Salamander keeps people on their toes.
I love this. I love that story
No,
so
that's
much.
fucked up. I shouldn't have done that.
No, you went
that's
a little too far.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about it is you are a very good storyteller. So you can imagine a 4 or 5-year-old just enraptured with this story. Like,
yeah.
He lives where?
He
In
lives
my closet?
Between 2 and 3 a.m. when children are bad, salamander will come out. Salamander is disappointed. Salamander
Whoa.
is watching. Salamander will be there.
Wow.
And he was like 5.5, being like, horrified.
My God, that is amazing.
yep, kept him in line though, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. He went to bed.
And does he have a criminal record? No.
No, he doesn't.
There you go.
He doesn't.
There you go.
Steph, what would you have done in this scenario? I'm sure you've been at a Costco and had your samples stolen.
I probably wouldn't have said anything.
No?
No, I'm scared of conflict.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? To be honest with you, like even with a kid, I wouldn't, if my kid had done that, which would be very out of character for her, I wouldn't have a problem with a stranger going, hey, that was rude. Because I do think there is some, there's value in somebody they don't know saying, you're out of line. Now, some people will take it too far.
Yeah.
I don't think this woman did. I think she said, hey, that was rude. And you should know that, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to learn how to work in a public space when you're a child. It isn't just about you. And so I actually respected this and would be okay with it if that's as far as it went. In fact, I would even respect it more if she came to me first and said, listen, here's what happened. I'm not sure you're aware. Do you mind if I, let your kids know how I feel or something like that? And I'd be like, you know what? I actually don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
I respect that. You go ahead and you tell her how because it's important. Empathy is a taught skill at this age. Kids have no ability to just develop that on their own.
I also think that it takes a community to raise kids, and kids learn social cues in social situations. And also, I think, when a parent is tired or fatigued or I would listen to my aunt much differently than I would listen to my mother.
100% you would.
And or somebody else. And I think that having a collective of, people to keep you in line is a really beautiful thing. If the parent is open to that, and it doesn't sound like fuck off Frida was very happy about that.
No, I think where she went wrong, she didn't go to the parent first.
No, I don't think that woman would have been open to any sort of conversation. And also, I think once you're like, hey, Deborah, it's, let's have a chat in the frozen food aisle about, can I approach your child? It's like, just do it. Just do it. If they don't like it, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
she
care.
could have had a better response.
Like there was people on my street when I was growing up that were would tell me what's up. And I like that.
Right.
I
Right.
don't know,
Okay.
that's how I think it should go.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a bit of a moral quandary, but I don't have a problem with that as long as I'm still, as the parent, somewhat in control here, because I don't want you teaching a kid something that I don't want them to learn. You know what I mean?
Well, you sound sensible, and I sound like a psychopath that tells their nephew that it's salamander is in the closet.
Hey, okay, so we got a couple of questions here, Jax.
Go on, Adam.
Dying to know. Jax, what's a positive and a negative takeaway from the Jays World Series?
A positive from the whole World Series?
Yeah, if you were to sum it up in a sentence, a negative takeaway and a positive takeaway from your experience in sports, from the community, from the camaraderie, from the loss, from the whatever it is.
Hang on, what's like a negative? What do you mean like a negative?
Well, it could be something you like, something you didn't like.
Okay. Okay, something that I liked the new friendships that were budding from, the bars that people were watching the games, the chatter on the streets.
No,
the
like
actual game.
From what you saw too, like when you're at the game?
I was high-fiving men. I was high-fiving everybody. People were dancing. It was a great time. Something I didn't like, the drink prices.
And
I don't even drink
expensive.
alcohol. How are you going to charge me that much for a Diet Coke though?
I know.
It's wild.
I know.
But no, I think I have nothing but positive things to say about the sports community.
So what's the negative one? What's the one you didn't
The
like? Is
prices.
there something? The prices.
The prices of the
prices.
pop.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Give me a deal on my Diet Coke. Or also people who are drinking alcohol. I can't imagine how much people are paying for the drinks.
Well, I think now most people are smart enough to load up on that sort of stuff beforehand.
You just bring it in.
No, you don't bring it in. Well, so the Sky or Rogers Center allows you to bring food in, which is kind of nuts, right? They're one of the only venues.
I love that.
Yeah. But especially during the summer, they want it to be a family event.
Yeah.
Like Game 7 World Series, probably a little bit more adult. But during the summer, it's supposed to be families are there. There's a lot of stand-up bars and places you can stay.
They have
whatever.
work from dome. My friend Andrew was telling me.
Work from dome? Oh, that's cool.
Work
I've
from
never
dome
heard
in
of
the
that.
summer. Yeah, it's like work from dome event, where people can go and work, for the afternoon games.
That's fun.
Oh, that's really cool.
Isn't that, their market.
We should do that next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were chatting about that on Saturday. They've upped they've upped their like marketing and their like accessibility.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
That's awesome.
But I think you can sneak liquor in there. That's what I'm thinking.
I
As
don't
somebody
think
in
you can. You should
recovery,
not- you
as
should
somebody in
not do that.
recovery, I know where you can and can't sneak alcohol. Okay.
So before we wrap up the show, here's what I want to ask you guys. Do you have any recommendations for people this week? Do you not? Are you looking at me like Jax is looking at me like she's sad? Is it another show from 2012?
I started watching The Wire.
Oh my God. Now, that is a great show.
But I will say, Adam, you gave the recommendation. You had one recommendation last week. It was The Perfect Neighbor, which I deeply
watched.
sobbed.
Wasn't that an
Oh my
insane
God.
I
story?
remember following the story.
I
and
warned you guys. I did
you
warn
did. It's full body cam footage, though. I didn't like.
It's
it is
insane.
so incredibly sad and racist and awful. Oh.
Yeah.
The whole time I was just like, this lady's a psychopath.
Yeah.
She's
Like, move,
Yeah.
lady, just move.
yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect
Especially
neighbor.
at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't blow it, but
No.
Yeah.
Perfect Neighbor, if you're into that sort of stuff, it's kind of crazy. My wife is, I have to be honest, I would never watch that stuff on my own.
Oh
So
yeah.
that
Natalie
stuff-
loves true crime.
When I'm working, she'll put the true crime stuff on.
I also did. You guys see? You guys remember the movie Monster with Charlize Theron?
Yes.
and Christina Ricci, where they did the Eileen Wuornos story.
Yeah.
Eileen Wuornos. Do you know who that is?
No.
She
She was a prostitute who was a lesbian and also a murderer.
Yeah.
So she would kill the men that paid for her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and she
That's
would,
a basic.
yeah, like she killed men who she was having jobs with, but she had like a history of like big
Abuse.
abuse. She
yeah.
was abused by men, and the story goes that these men were about to hurt her. But yeah, the whole thing, she was robbing them. Whole thing. There's a fresh new documentary on her on Netflix that just
Oh,
dropped,
no.
and it's actually like full footage of her. Because I do believe she faced the electric chair. I haven't finished it yet, but I think she has passed away. But it's like her talking, and she's such an interesting, like Charlize Theron. Look her up. Like Charlize Theron completely changed
her face.
changed her
Yeah.
face, like the makeup, everything about that. So I always wondered what she actually like looked like talking in full interviews.
I'm
The
pretty
documentary's
sure
fantastic.
She was probably nominated, but I don't know if she won. I think
Oh,
she
she won a bunch of Academy Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role. Yeah,
There
she
you
won
go,
like
yeah.
seven. Yeah,
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Critics' Choice, Golden Globe, Screen Actors Guild. Yeah, wow, she won a bunch of things for that.
Yeah.
So go have a light watch of Eileen Wuornos on a Wednesday afternoon.
What
know?
about you, Steph? What do you got?
I have been listening to Olivia Dean's new album.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
how's that?
Oh,
So good. She's probably next big thing. She's great.
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And was she dating Harry Styles?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean,
Was
who
she?
hasn't?
She is beautiful. She's
I have
great.
no
She's
idea.
very like she feels very like classy and timeless.
Yeah, it's kind of like jazzy
Yeah.
pop.
She's
great. Yeah.
Incredible.
Really
Okay.
love her.
Really
Okay.
good album.
I got one. You ready?
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's pretty light. It's a lot different than the Eileen whatever story.
Yeah, something about the 14th century.
Selling Sunset, baby. It's
I'm
back for a
tired.
new
You know
season.
what? Hasn't Sunset been sold?
It has not
I'm
been sold. Listen,
tired.
they're consistently selling Sunset. And what's amazing about this year is they've cut the episodes down. They used to be like 45
Good.
minutes.
Yeah,
They're-
see, it
some
was
of
too
them are
long.
like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was too long. And
What
it's just, there's a lot more houses and a lot less people completely hating each other. Like in a good reality show,
It
you
got
want them to
toxic.
kind of,
Yes. Yeah.
but when it gets toxic, it's like they can't be in the same room and then it's unwatchable,
Yeah.
right? So now it's a little bit better, but the fights are still pretty good and the houses are insane. The houses are insane.
What
and
are
that's
those?
fun.
What are those two little fellows up to?
They are
The brothers.
They're dealing with a lot. Actually, it's very funny.
They're always dealing
there's
with
a
a
really
lot.
funny scene. So they've moved their brokerage to a bigger spot because obviously the show has made them extraordinarily
Yeah.
successful. And they had windows at this new spot. But what
Oh,
they
it's right on
realized,
Sunset, right? Or
It's
so-
right on Sunset.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they're twin real estate agents who
I
run
think they're
the
one
Oppenheim
person.
group.
I think they're what
They're doing well.
I've never seen two of them in one room.
Well, that you do see two of them in one room multiple times in the opening episodes.
AI.
But they have this scene where, so I guess because the windows on the Sunset Strip are so big,
Yeah.
people kept coming up to the brokerage.
Yeah, I
and
walked
like
by it. It's
taking
really
pictures
accessible.
and knocking on the door and like
It's very
mooning
accessible.
them and whatever. So what they had to do was they had to spend $30,000 on fake hedges on the street, like on the sidewalk, to cut off the front of the building. And they're having an argument about how nobody could see the front of the brokerage anymore and how bad it looks. And like, it's actually really, really funny.
When they were just opening it up, it was like summer 2023. I was in LA for Yeah, and they were like just finished, like, just putting the signage up. And I thought to myself, I was like, that's really right there. And I was like, the show's humongous.
Yes.
I thought maybe it would just be like a kind of a front for it, but it's actually their office.
No, it's good. It's really good. Yeah.
I'm going to go.
It's a good show, man. It's listen, if you like light reality where you don't have to think too much, which is nice after a World Series, it's perfect.
Or if you want to sit in your sadness, watch that Eileen Wuornos documentary.
And guys, thank you so much for listening. As always, please share this with your friends if you think they'll like it too. And we will see you next week.